Swagger all day, baby. You already know it's your boy Big Train Trizzle, aka Ashy Knuckles, and we here with my man, producer, one of the baddest mans on the turntable, just a rock star, Too Tuff. What's up, DJ Too Tuff? What's good with you, brother?
What's going on, sir?
Man, it ain't nothing, man. You know, it's always a pleasure for us to bust it up with you. You know what I mean? You got a lot. You're always working. Always got some shit going on. Always, making that shit hot. So what you got popping these days for 'em?
Hey, July 15th, we just dropped a new album, executive produced by Chuck D. The title of it is Behold the Detonator. It's on Spit Slam. Spit Slam is a half and half endeavor between my man C Doc and Chuck D himself. So, like I said, that joint dropped July 15th, 15 songs, featuring tracks produced by Thorough 215 from Soup Kitchen. Shout out to my man OT The Real. 7 tracks produced by my man Obvious Bane, Frankfurt's Own. And of course, there's 7 tracks on there by me as well. All digital platforms, Spit Slam Records, Behold the Detonator, executive produced by Chuck D. That joint is doing numbers right now. I'm on grateful mode right now.
That's crazy, yo. That's connecting the dots with history. You know what I'm saying? Got all y'all, monsters on there, yo. I can't wait to really sit down and turn that shit all the way up to my speakers bus. You know what I'm saying? So what it's been like getting together with all those people, to make this project?
It wasn't all no people. It was just me. The other people, all of the beats was emailed. The only thing that I did with somebody in person was me and Thorough in the lab, putting together the edits, doing the final mixes,
right,
getting rid of some of the spots where it was too many scratches.
Uh-huh.
When we first started the album, all of the songs were like 6 minutes.
Right.
But I found that I had 18 minutes aside, to put it on the wax. So then we had to chop it down. So we did a great job of what we like to call amending the song. So we went to the middle of the song, took out 8 bars here, 16 bars there, and we made them fit into, probably the longest song on there is 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
Indeed.
We know we in the Instagram age right now. You gotta hit them quick. Hit them quick. Keep it moving.
Quick, fast.
Hard and fast.
Yeah, man. So it sounds like a monster project. Who thought of this? Who came up with this kind of concept or idea?
Well, initially Chris Schwartz was good energy. He signed me to a deal with Rough Nation Vinyl. They put out my Lost Archives joint that was previously released in 2008. 17 songs that I made in 1992 to 1994 that I remastered and took off of some old cassette tapes, obviously, Lost Archives. Chris printed it on vinyl, and it made a nice buzz. I got an email from a gentleman named DJ M-Rock from up Chicago. He said he was representing Chuck D. Chuck D had a list of 10 DJs that he wanted M-Rock to reach out to. And hey, I was humbled and feared up at the same time when I got that email.
Indeed.
I immediately sent them back a massive amount of unfinished tracks. And they said, well, damn, since you got all of these tracks, we would like to offer you a solo project. So I agreed really quick before I kind of knew what I was doing. Right. I got a bunch of new equipment to move myself into the digital, the digital realm.
Indeed.
And I started to learn. The 2 people that I brought into the project, actually 3, because the album cover was done. This is the album cover right here on my shirt.
Okay.
So you can see a better look.
Yeah, that's hot.
If you Google it, just Google Spit Slam DJ Too Tuff. Spit, like you spitting on the floor.
How come spit?
And slam, like you slam dunking it in a nigga face.
Indeed.
Spit, slam. I don't know how come they was already named that label when they signed me. So that's Chuck's label, like I said. Blazing Asian is a great artist who actually drew this album cover.
Get out.
And he did acrylic painting. So I got the acrylic painting hanging in my living room. And it's just been a wild ride with the help of Obvious and Thorough. I wouldn't have been able to get the project done just by myself.
Right.
I had never done a whole album, just me, all scratches, all original beats.
Indeed.
So the plan was to do one song at a time. And I suggest that to any other artists out there that's trying to, get their name into the game and then achieve some type of status, hence legendary status. You always got to start at the first step.
Yes, sir.
You got to start at the first song.
One step. Everything is one
excited.
step.
Yeah, I was excited to get the whole album done until I realized I had to do it one song at a time.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
it's great to have people. It's great to have people, experts, people that can help you get the project done. Everybody fulfilled their role. Yeah. Everybody played their part to the T. Shout out Thorough 215. Without him, the project would have been much, much, much different. He provided a sound, a newer sound. He does all the OT stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The mastering, the engineering, the beat creation on the back end before it ever gets out there, on Shade 45 or to K Slay.
Mm-hmm.
R.I.P. K Slay, by the way.
R.I.P. to the legendary K Slay. Yes, sir.
I mean?
Yes, sir.
And between Thorough, Obvious, as I said, Obvious gave me a slew of beats. He lives down Kentucky. Shout out to Lexington, Kentucky, and all my team down there.
Okay.
He lives down Lexington, and I converse with him frequently. Just about every day, he sends me 10, 15 beats. So he's definitely a workaholic. I wanna shout out the whole team that allowed this whole thing to come to fruition. First, Chuck D, M-Rock, C-Dot. They the hierarchy of the Spit Slam.
Mm-hmm.
Pyramid. Mm-hmm. Then you got me. We got DJ Lord, Public Enemy, Stetson Sonic, Daddy O, Chill Rob G, MC Gambit, Black Medine. It's a whole label, and they've been releasing stuff on a really frequent basis. We got all of the old school legends on the label.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Hey, I look forward to getting a review from you on the album.
Oh man, listen, I look forward to listening to and giving that review. I'm already excited about it. So, a lot of Too Tuff fans, man, they I think some of them miss the fact that you've been arranging and producing for a long time. Not just the tables, but we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and then we come back and we touch on that a little bit.
All day.
All right, let's take this break.
Hey, what up, y'all? This is Lil Mama right with Swag Magazine. Keep doing your thing.
That's right.
Yeah.
Swag Radio.
Yo, what up? It's the Bro Street Billy Bean Sugar in the building. And right now I'm representing the Swag Magazine. Holla at your boy. We swagging in here.
Yeah, what's up, man? Y'all know what it is. Palo Ali. Thoroughbred Fanny. Jersey Free Walcott. Shout out to FBS Online. Shout out to Swag Magazine. Yo, man, I need my cover, man. I need my cover. I want the front and the back. I want the front and the back, Joe. We're going to do a whole special. Swag Magazine, y'all already know what it is, man. All right?
What's going on? It's your boy Jazz Anderson. I'm here at the Blackout Awards, and I'm here with Swag TV, baby. Get your swag on, dog.
What's up, world? This is Tony Rock. Checking out Swag Magazine. And yes, there is alcohol in the Lynchburg lemonade. It is delicious.
Hey yo, this is DJ Too Tuff, Duece Ace Detonator, representing official Tuff CREW Badlands, Danger Zone is in the building, official Swag Magazine online, or official Swag Magazine, I need that.
Yo, this your boy Simon, my French Club, Mr. Everywhere When You Never There. We standing here live with Swag Magazine. Shout out to Swag Radio, Swag TV. It's going down, Mr. Everywhere When You Never There. Why would I ever care? I'll tell you why. Swag is in the movement. You ain't popping with Swag, then they ain't popping with you. That's straight like that. Where they at?
Yeah, first and foremost, shout out to Swag Magazine. Jersey, Camden, salute the train, salute the Barbie. Educated Thug using DJ and Live and intent to distribute. For the rich.
The future of radio. This is how we do it, baby.
We back. Swag Magazine and Swag Radio here with my man DJ Too Tuff, one of the baddest mans on the land. So yeah, so tell them people about that, man, about your ability of, the producing and arranging and all the stuff you did behind the scenes that they don't know about throughout your career.
Well, when TUFF CREW broke up in 1991, they left me out in the cold. So I figured I better get to work. I filed a lawsuit against Warlock Records and against everybody else who was kind of involved in the whole situation. We didn't get any money, but I did get signed to this recording contract, this sound contract to produce music, and I was bought all this equipment by two lawyers that I had never seen before from the Philadelphia Volunteer Lawyers Association. So I started to create stuff. The first equipment that I had, you know, with TUFF CREW, we used the SP12, SP1200. We were introduced, and I was as well, introduced on how to make beats by Sed G and Kool Keith. So we started with the bar set real high, you know, being around and that was right from the lineage of Paul C. And Tony D, you know, there was a lot of different producers that I wanted to be like, to be honest with you. But Sed and Kool Keith had a certain sound and a certain way that they sampled stuff. It was groundbreaking. We all know just by listening to Critical Beatdown that Ultramagnetic was light years ahead of their time. Mm-hmm. They really were traveling at the speed of thought before anybody even knew what the fuck they was talking about.
Hell yeah.
You know? And I got the equipment that I got from the lawyers was an MPC 60, a Tascam, which I got right here, by the way.
Wow.
So this is the same Tascam. You know what I mean?
Indeed, yep. Oh shit.
That's why I keep him covered up with the Raiders apron.
Well, we know how you do. We know how you do.
Up that crack over there, you know?
Yes, sir.
Look.
Yeah, man.
Crack in the pot, ops in the graveyard.
Yeah, man. You've been doing your thing for a long time.
Long time. I got this equipment in 92, MPC 60, Multiverb 3, and behind me that Tascam 688. I began to make stuff where I actually began to learn how to use it. And a couple months in, you know, I started putting out flyers, and I was able to get a group from Chester named Straight Business. I did a whole album with Straight Business. I did a whole Mechanism album. I did a whole Ice Dog solo album. A lot of this stuff never came out. Some of it was released on the Lost Archives, like I said, double vinyl, Rough Nation. You can get it now on double vinyl, Rough Nation, or from Traffic on CD, or from me. But I got real good real fast with the beats. Well, I had good training from LA Kid and Sed G. And I used it as a launching pad, you know?
Yes, sir.
In the middle of this whole thing, you know, I was still in the middle of an addiction. So crack was always around. Remember, we from 1986. I graduated high school in 86. Crack hit in 86. Not only were we probably selling crack before most people even knew what it was, but we also started using, you know, smoking turbos and shit like that. 86 to 96 turbos was kind of like an end thing, supposedly. You know, but this shit destroyed a lot of people's lives. It went on to lead me on a 30-year, you know, a 30-year quest to keep this addiction hidden from the rest of the world, especially the hip hop world. I didn't need anybody in the music industry that looked at me as a legend,
right,
to know that what I was doing last night. You know, I was worried about fear of being found out. So, you know, we can fast forward to today. I got almost 3 years. November 15th is my, you know, sobriety anniversary.
That's what I'm talking about, soldier.
I look forward to the continued blessings, you know.
Yes, sir.
Since getting clean, it's just been an enormous amount of work and great things that have fallen into my life. All of my family is alive to witness the resurgence. You know, this is probably the 5th or 6th comeback for me. Philly likes to follow the Too Tuff comeback.
They like the comeback kid. They like the comeback kid.
Like 5 or 6 of them. We on Rocky 6 right now, you know?
Yes,
but
sir.
It's great to tap in with y'all. Y'all always been especially show me mad love. We did the interview many years ago over at the Camden Waterfront, and I had a great time with y'all.
Man.
And I look forward to bringing y'all out to one of my next events, man. I want to get with y'all in person so we could do it in live, you know, live in person joint as well. But more so just to tap back in with y'all, man, because I wanted to share some of the stuff that I'm going through now with some other people. It's better for me when you tap in and be on the inside with me than with me telling you all the stories. I'm already caught up on the everyday Instagram addiction, you know. So I traded the crack for the gram, you know, and it's working out a lot better. Let me tell you, it was a good trade. It was a good trade,
and it's a hell of a lot cheaper.
hey, it's a hell of a lot easier on your mind.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Well, you always being creative. You always giving us something to look forward to. Mad talented, mad hungry, super. In my book, a legend. You're a legend, one of the best on them tables, hands down. Not too many people ever argue that. And you know, we just want you to keep doing what you're doing and keep falling forward. You know what I mean? DJ Too
All
Tuff.
good.
Don't forget to give them all your social media, how they can get with you, how they can buy all that stuff one more time.
Oh yeah, DJ Too Tuff at DJ TOOTUFF at DJ Too Tuff. That's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. What else we got? That's about it. TikTok. I mean, they all up there. But really, I want y'all to go to spitslam.com. SPITSLAM. Spitslam.com. And check out my new album, Behold the Detonator. I'm a leak something for you. We got a new TUFF CREW album, 14 songs, all complete, no scratches. I didn't do the scratches yet, but I'm hot on it. 14 songs dropping on Rough Nation, vinyl again. This all original members: LA Kid, Ice Dog, Tone Love, myself. We also got a special appearance on there, 2 features that we got. One by Boy Bax on the Flippin' Kilos 2022 update, and another one with PD Crack on a joint called Hell No. I leaked it at a couple of my recent shows, and people were inquiring after the show, you know, where they can buy it. So I know we're gonna have a nice little hot run. People been waiting for a new TUFF CREW album for about 30 years now.
Forever.
I again try to lead the way and roll out the red carpet with my own album first before I come out with the, you know, with the team. If it wasn't for the team, if it wasn't for TUFF CREW, I wouldn't even be in a position to be called legendary, be on an interview with you. I've recently done interviews with Soren Baker, you know, used to own Source Magazine. He got a joint called Unique Access, and he really gave me a platform to be able to tap into a lot of people that I consider icons. You know, I've been able to really hit flesh and bones with these people.
Good man.
And it's all due to a little change in my perspective and a change in attitude. You know, we all got to grow up someday, you know, and I was gifted enough throughout my whole life that I never had to grow up. I started being a DJ and scratching when I was 16 years old, and I never stopped, you know. So my dad told me, if you find a job that you love doing, it'll be like you never had to work a day in your life. And it's been like that.
Facts.
It's been like that since 85 on up. Just very grateful to be on this joint with you, and having Swag Mag tap me back in, man.
Facts, brother. Facts. And your next show, where they can come see you at?
Man, my next show is going to be in Amsterdam, September 25th, with Jeru the Damager and Drez of Black Sheep. A couple other people are going to be there. Schoolie D. I got a special surprise. You know, me and Schoolie going to do a little routine over there, and we might bring the whole TUFF CREW back out for I was told a final cipher that's going to include Ice Dog, Tone Love, Schoolie D, Drez from Black Sheep, Jeru the Damager, and the LA Kid. We trying to tap in King B and All Star Fresh. Remember, they made that song that sounded just like TUFF CREW a while ago called Must Be the Music. Everybody used to be like, yo, y'all made a new song.
Right. They thought that was y'all.
King B. Y'all go check out King B, because they paying TUFF CREW mad homage. They made 2 songs called Must Be the Music and Backed by Dope the Man. They sound exactly like TUFF CREW. Even TUFF CREW thinks it sounds like TUFF CREW, so y'all gotta go check that out.
Yeah, right. That's right. But my man,
they from the Netherlands, bro. They from the Netherlands, so people actually get to go over there and tap in with the people who was like, we made Shooting Deuces about.
Right.
You know, Ice made a song called Shooting Deuces, where he was talking about shooting doubles. You know, people that wanted to be doubles at TUFF CREW.
Right.
So when we finally do get over there, as I said, it's great to even have a passport. I've been on probation and parole for so long, a passport was out of the question. So today we look at the ceiling. We look at the ceiling as what used to be unachievable. Now the ceiling is the floor. We standing on sobriety and extended amount. We standing on a new album with Chuck D. We standing on a new TUFF CREW joint coming out on Rough Nation. There's nothing to be but grateful. You know, stay in the moment. Enjoy the people that you love. Speak gently to the people that you love. Do the next right thing. You know, it was good lessons that I learned, and I was able to make it out of the trenches all in one piece for the most part. You know, I say 97% intact. I made it out the trenches. You know, and I'm working on my.
And that's rare. I'm
working on my mental now, because if you walk 30 years into a dark forest, Just because you decided to turn around 3 years ago, don't mean that you at the clearing yet. You know, let's keep on trudging on with the good mission, man. Fight the good fight.
Yes, sir. Well, maximum respect and love over here from Swag Magazine. Your boy Big Ra, Big Train. We love you, man, immensely, and we always here for you. So, you know, DJ Too Tuff, legendary, baby.
Swag Radio. Swagger all day, baby.